before the games, people don't know Ryan because they don't know where he came from. They don't know anything about him. After the games, it's like, yo, I really like your guard. What's up with him?
I've heard Chris Paul. I've heard Devin Booker because of the type of shot he shoots. Because on my shot I get good elevation. Devin Booker do the same thing in the mid-range game. And I've heard De'Aaron Fox because of like the speed before. And those two really. I watch a lot of Darius Garland though, because I like Darius Garland because he's real crafty.
Chris Jackson, David Rivers, a lot of little guards that can shoot the ball. He's not an Isaiah Thomas because Isaiah can really dribble, but any guard that knows how to score, and even Iverson when he gives you those one or two moves, and you can't do nothing to stop it. Ryan has that kind of move where he rises up and he just scores right over you, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. I mean, I watched it game in, game out. I watched him do it to everybody, and he mastered that move. And most kids never master any move, let alone that particular move, which I think is prolific.
What move is it?
Triple cross, whip, wop, wop. He mastered it. I don't know whose trainer was that taught him that move, but he has that one move where he goes right and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
My trainer, Brian Enns, he went to high school with KD, and he got trained the trainer who trained him, Keith Williams. He trained him and KD. He said he taught them about that move.
Well, whoever KD boy was that taught him that move, God bless you, bro. 'Cause you might have another moneymaker on your hand. Now, I don't think he's gonna be KD, but he definitely mastered what you taught him.
What do you think separates him?
The ability to score, the ability to rise up, the ability to go to the basket, the ability to still make the pass. He's an ex-football player. He's an ex-football player that knows how to go downhill, so he can guard you, he can go around you. I mean, he has a lot of intangibles that most guards don't have. I mean, honestly, I've said it many times, I thought he was the best point guard in the city. And people got to understand, just like, you got to guard Wagner, you got to guard Ryan.
Give me some names of guys that would bust Ryan Archey ass.
Whoa, that's not a long list. Not a long list. I mean, like guys my age or just guys?
Yeah, let's go. Guys your age, your class. Who do you think would bust you?
Nobody. That's why I wish we would have won, because I know today we've been playing against DJ Wagner and all them, and I was going to get on work. I don't think nobody. My class or the 23 class, nobody. I don't think anybody can, realistically.
Do you think, you don't think DJ Wagner would have bust your ass?
He's tough though. I'm not saying he's tough or nothing, but I feel like we would have been bumping with each other. He definitely would have bust my ass though. It would have been a good bump, for sure.
I saw Ryan Archey for the first time at Westchester's open gym.
Cause Westchester had offered me. They had offered me coming early in the year, cause we had played at their event in the fall, and we played against New McGarretti, and I had 40 against them, and from there they offered me off that. So, but I was expecting, to get more looks through the year, but again, COVID hit. So, after I graduated, or after the season was over, Westchester was my only offer, and I kind of waited too long to commit there, and that's when I met Rocktop, Coach Sam and Coach West.
So they had an open gym where they invited some guys to come out and play, and Ryan played with my guys that actually played against the Westchester guys. And, if you're in any kind of tryout or any kind of situation where you're being looked at, of course you want to score, you want to show the coach what you can do. And Ryan was super aggressive. I saw this kid just dip, try to shoot every time he got it. And I said to him, I said, son, listen, I want to tell you something. This is what I said after we were leaving. I said, I can help you. I said, listen, Ryan, you're a scholarship player. I said, I'm not going to say you're a Division I player, but you have a chance to be a Division I player if you listen. You know, you got to listen. You got to be a point guard. You can't just be a scorer. And that's how our relationship started once I knew he was coming to Rocktop Academy.
What was your first opinion of him, though? What level did you think he was if you didn't think he was a deadlocked Division I player?
I thought he was a deadlocked Division II player, and that's at certain schools. I mean, it's hard because, a lot of people think Division I, just because you can score, you're a Division I player.
I'm 6 foot and I'm a scorer though. That's kind of what the word is out on me that I'm a scorer. I know my teammates they were saying that I ain't used to pass the ball a lot because I guess that was my mindset in high school. Whenever I got the ball, I was supposed to look to score because that was my role. I was the scorer on the team. Cause I used to think if you score, you're gonna get a scholarship. Whoever get the most buckets going, get the most, shine. I feel like that was my mindset is coming in, just be aggressive and look to score.
So you come into prep school, like what's your mindset coming in?
Well, it's my last chance, to get a scholarship. So I know I couldn't mess around, take no time for granted. So I know I just had to come in and play my game, showcase what I could do because I knew this was my last shot.
You walk into the gym at the JUCO Jamboree. What you thinking?
Well, it was different because I didn't know JUCOs were gonna actually be there playing. I just thought, it was gonna be a bunch of prep schools. So I'm walking in, I'm saying these grown men, like 20, 22, 23, teams playing. It's kind of because that was like our first tournament too. So it was like reality kind of hit, like, everybody is competing for, scholarships. So, you gotta do well and perform because even, JUCO, they kind of in the same boat as prep schools for real. They all just trying to get a scholarship to a 4-year school. So that was kind of like a reality kind of hit when we got there and seeing all them teams.
That's where a lot of comparisons are coming into play when you're dealing with Earl and Ryan. They're being compared to other guards coming out of high school or coming out of prep school that got a scholarship.
In prep school, do you think they're viewing you in comparison to other college people, or do you think they're comparing you to high school? Because I think high school, they try to leave it, okay, I'm comparing you to other high school players.
Well, now they can't because of the portal. So with the portal, you got to compare them to the guys transferring from such and such. But listen, I just seen the weirdest things. Like guys are taking guys to score 2 points, 4 points, 6 points, and I can't understand how that can compare to a guy that's scoring 30, 40, and 50.
You're playing Palm Beach Prep. Any early thoughts on that game, or?
Nah, I think our kids were a little intimidated at first because they were big and strong and athletic.
Yeah.
Florida kids just naturally tend to be that. Once we settled down, I mean, they knew our plays. They knew what we did. So, that was the first experience of a team of individuals playing us a defense that we couldn't run a play. And they played a zone, I think, a little bit that game, too.
Yeah.
So it was a little tough because we didn't work on any plays. We didn't have any plays. We had like two sets that we ran. So it was a tough game, I'm not going to lie.
The JUCO Jamboree, that was a good experience, but I feel like the biggest adjustment was probably when we played St. Thomas. Was it more St. Thomas? Yeah, that was cause I played terrible that game, and I was like, I need to get my stuff together. Cause I realized that's the level I want to play at, cause that was a good team, and I was like, that's the level I want to play at. So that was like a real wake up call for me, that I gotta lock in. But it was early in the season, so yeah.
He catches us early every single year. He knows our plays. We didn't change our plays up. They're pretty much the same plays we've been running for years. I mean, you got to change that shit up. My fault. It's my fault. Jerry be whooping my ass. I can't help that. You know what I mean? He tell me he gonna whip my ass too. You know what I mean? He say he plays me early because he know I can whip my ass early.
Yeah.
He don't want to play me late in the season.
Do you think they're just more prepared? How are they more, because they got younger kids?
Nah, they just got advantage. Now think about it. If you play a prep school like Woodstock and Putnam, I mean, you're playing on small courts sometimes. You're playing with refs that are biased. And I mean, one year we had a kid foul out in the first 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing. What can I say? I said something. I got a tech. So it's hard because when it's 8-on-5 or 7-on-5, and then you're facing a good coach on top of it with better players, you might get stopped by like 60 or 70.
Sam had got on me at halftime because I didn't play that good. Because I didn't play that good the first game. So Sam was like, he was like, you know, sometimes you're a Division I, but most of the time you're a Division III type player and stuff. So I was like, that I took that to heart. That was like, yeah, I got it. Because I told that's the I really got to get it together. That little period, when like St. Thomas, Moore, and that first love, that's when I was probably like, no, I need to get my act together. It's different, you know, it was, because, yeah, I never lost by that many points. And, you know, it was just, I didn't know how to react. You know, you keep, because it was even different too, because it's like after the game, you know, it's like what do you say? Or like, how do you act? Like, you just lost by 40. You know, like, why are we even playing right now? Like, once they get to 40, it's like, just call the game. It's like, there's no way you could come back from down 40. Yeah, it was just like, dang, when is this over?
Just imagine thinking we're going to compete at that level. And don't get me wrong, our kids might have been confident like the first 5 minutes of the game. That here come a turnover, a bad shot, or, you know, it's hard, you know what I mean? But we played better against Mount Zion, so I felt a little bit better about that.
Now, when did you feel like your name was like really getting out there?
Because it definitely picked up at the end a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that first time was probably when they ain't really stopped buzzing was after the Mount Zion game, because I know it was a lot of articles on me. I know the Raw Sports dude, he put out a lot of videos on me and stuff, and then got a lot of write-ups from sports outlets. So I feel like from there, that's when my name really started buzzing from there early on. I had faith going into the game, but I know
so you didn't have no faith going into the game, damn.
But it's just like, you know, about Zion, they're a known established program throughout the country, really, and it was just I knew we could compete, but I didn't know it was gonna be that good of a game as it was. If I'm being real. But I was back in my hotel. I had people in the crowd. I knew some of the guys on the other team, and I just felt like I had to show out. It was like everybody, first time probably seeing me since Glen Park, and they saying I'm at this prep school. So I just took it personal. I just wanted to just show them, still who I am. And they was talking trash. It was all part of the game. It was fun. That was a fun game. That was probably my favorite game for us this year.
What was they saying?
It was like I had scored a couple buckets, and then the dude I know, like MJ, he was like, "You're not scoring no more the rest of the game." I scored like 3 possessions in a row. And he got up in my face and was like, "You're not scoring the rest of the game." And I was like, "All right, we gonna see about that." And then we just started going back and forth the rest of the game. And it was just real intense. And we just chirping. It was fun though.
Did you ever feel like pressure?
Pressure? Nah, I didn't really feel like any pressure, because I know I feel like when you I feel like I put in enough work to know that if I play my game, I'm gonna perform well. You just don't overthink stuff. So I feel like, I never really felt any pressure.
You never got nervous?
I don't say I ain't not. I probably got nervous, yeah. I know that first IMG game, it wasn't like a scared nervous, but it was like I was kind of like excited, like anticipating the game like that.
You walk into the gym. What you thinking?
I was like, dang. Cause I never, you see the videos and the teams and stuff, but I never like seen their facility, and that's like crazy how like their facility it's better than a lot of colleges probably, just the machines they got, like the setups, everything. They gym, they got like a jumbotron on it. I'm like, I ain't never seen that at no high school, so yeah, that was different.
Did you know the kid? He say anything to you? St. Francis kid?
I was impressed with, cause I already knew who he was, cause he from Baltimore. And I remember when he played at St. Francis.
At guard, a 6'3" senior from Baltimore, Maryland, number 2, Bryce Lindsay.
But I feel like his shot making, he was efficient. Oh yeah, I wouldn't say I know him, but we played each other and worked out before, but we doubt each other up at the end. I wouldn't really call him like my man or my friend or something, but
Give me your like top 3 games where you like, all right, I gotta prepare a little different for this game.
Mount Zion, IMG, and like Mount Zion, IMG, probably Master Nothing. Yeah.
How do you think you did this season?
I think I did pretty good this season. I think I showed my talents, showed all the coaches what I could do, and that's what I came to prep for, to show I could show off my skill set.
Like, what would be your advice to like somebody coming in?
Yeah, basically I said like don't take it for granted. Don't think you got all the time in the world to do. Come out the gate, cause I know in prep school we was at the JUCO January. That was like October. Normal high schools they don't start till like December. So you have like a 2-month advantage to get your name out there before all the high school, like the regular high school kids. So just from the gate, just come out aggressive, trying to impress people.
Where are you at right now? Who's recruiting you? Who you talking to?
I've been talking to Delaware State, Augusta, St. Joe's has shown interest in me, and Westchester.
Well, now tell me through like your college process of like hitting up schools, talking to schools, like what did you do?
First I was checking rosters to see how many seniors or graduate seniors they had at the schools that I wanted to go to. So I would see how many seniors they had, and once that I would go to the coaching staff of Boston. I would look their names up on Twitter, and I would just follow all the coaches on Twitter. And then once I had got a few posts on Twitter, when Rocktop did a few posts, I would just send my stuff to them. And I would find their emails, and I would send them emails, introducing myself, and telling them about my game. And then I would send links about stuff I've done in the past, games and stuff. And I would just do that for every school that I wanted to go to.
You're talking to the college coaches now, like what they saying to you now? Like how's the conversation?
All the coaches now, they
like, did they call you? You called them? Yeah. Like how like what?
Well, they had text. Yeah, they would call me first. They would call me and just introduce who they are, and then they just tell me about their school, and about how I like it here at Rocktop, and what was my high school, because they know I'm a post-grad, so they ask about my high school career and what was that like and stuff like that. And then after we get off the call, they would text me and probably ask for my transcript or NCAA number. And then they ask for somebody well, they don't ask me, I guess they ask around and find out people I'm close to, because I know my high school coach, he told me he gets a lot of calls. So I guess they just do research on you and stuff like that, yeah.
They should be communicating with the schools the whole time. especially if they're not being recruited by any, you should be reaching out to the schools and telling your parents where you want to go to school and what area, what you want to major in. And we do the interview process to allow the kids to figure that part out. But for the most part, it's important that the kids go after the schools that they want to go after first. That's realistic to the recruiting process versus waiting for schools to contact you, because if you're Division II or Division III, they may not contact you.
What kind of guard is he at the college level?
He doesn't have to change his game at all. I mean, I think Ryan is well prepared to play at the next level. I think he's pretty much going to succeed at the next level where he'll move up probably as fast as he came in. It's going to be hard not to play him because he's such a good kid. He works so hard and he does everything you're supposed to do as a player, and he is what a coach wants to see in a guard.
How high do you think you could take your game?
Me? In terms of like a level?
Yeah, like what? Give me your dream career.
I personally think that I could play at a Power 5 school eventually. Cause I feel like a lot of the teams you saw in the tournament, they had like tough point guards, and they weren't all like 6'5" or 6'7", come crazy height. So I feel like even at my size, I feel like I could eventually play at a high major school. That's my plan, to eventually get there.
Orlando, great basketball school.
A strong take to the rim, layup for Ryan Archey. Archey, the freshman, tough shot. Hits the bottom of the net.
He can bring an awful lot. He's a really good three-point shooter. He understands how to play. He's a good defender. Really nice play there again.
2 seconds to shoot. Archey got it off, drills it.
He can make a shot with somebody all over him. He kind of arches his back.
Coppin just 3 of 20 from deep today. Got to go. They have to be aware of the clock. Archey. Ferguson with 5, 4, 3, 2. Archey raises, and he hit it! Ryan Archey sends us into overtime. 45 all. Ryan Archey was 2 of 11 shooting before he took that one as the clock was winding down. The freshman from Clinton, Maryland, has just sent us to an extra 5 minutes of play. Oh, he got that off.